Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and if you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I want to give you guys an update on Transient. I brought this to the channel because I found the project to be very interesting, very fascinating around how it works, what they're doing, and what their mission and vision is. But I want to give you guys an update because there are some interesting things that have come out which we do need to discuss. Now, go back and look at that initial video that I made about it because it will give you an in-depth look into the basics of what Transient is all about. Now, how do we describe Transient, right? Well, it's next-gen contracts. Now, if you and I were to, let's say, have an idea to make some smart contracts, how would you go about it? Where would you go? How would you do it? These are all questions which now the world is starting to ask themselves, right? How do we build smart contracts? Where do I go? How do I do it? It's an overwhelming question when you think about it for the first time. Well, Transient is a smart contracts global marketplace, an ecosystem that gives non-coders the ability to create their own next-gen contracts in the digital world, increasing blockchain adoption across every sphere of industry and life. And so I'm going to give you an overview of that. Then we're going to talk about the Transient CryptoPool, and we're going to talk about the Transient League of Legends tournament as well. That is coming up. And then I'm going to give you a little bit of insight as well, what it's like on the inside of this particular ecosystem. Now, on the top right-hand corner, you can see that there is a way to also get the token. The token itself is TSCT, and it can be purchased on Uniswap or PancakeSwap. But before we get into that, let's go over the core. So the TSC core, so live on mainnets, is a flagship product and the first prominent of the Transient network, focusing on standard smart contracts, creating and management. Build your next-gen contract with no development skills required, accessibility for anyone, anywhere, anytime. Now, that there is step number one that I want you guys to understand about Transient. Then when we talk about why Transient, right? Seamless integration, real world ready, next level smart contracts, and their mission is to become the Amazon of the smart contracts. So a global marketplace, caterer to all freelancers, SMBs, and enterprises solving problems across the globe and accessible to all, which I think is exciting. Like we need something like this, right? And I think it's really important to emphasize the fact that this stuff is needed. This stuff is needed, right? I mean, people, businesses across the world are gonna want to move into the crypto space, but there is a struggle at the moment from technology barrier point of view and lack of knowledge point of view. And this is where the real world usage comes into play. Now, you know that I don't bring anything to the channel unless it has real world usage, the team can deliver, and you look at the pros and cons and decide that based on the team, based on what they're up to, based on how they're doing it, that to me it's worthwhile the risk. Now remember that there's risk involved with anything, so your job is to listen to what I say, then go away and do your own research and figure it out if it's right for you. But essentially facilitating next-gen contracts across every sphere of industry and life. Now the team itself, yes, please go and have a look at who's involved, what they're like, what their previous experiences are. It is a star-studded team, and so I really want you guys to pay attention to that and to go away and actually do that homework. And then when we talk about the allies and the partners and the other organizations that are involved, make sure you do that too, right? Because it's an important aspect of research to look at everyone involved with that particular project, not just the project itself. Very important. Now, social media, Twitter, very important, right? So follow, alarm bell, make sure that you're up to date. It is available on the Binance Smart Chain and on the Ethereum Smart Chain. And like I said, from the main website, you can click on the tokens and it'll take you directly to purchase the token. And some of the things that I'm about to show you require you to have the token. So it's very important because the crypto pool is live. And so what does that mean? What does that look like? And we're going to go over that. There is some prizes, there's tournaments that are happening within this ecosystem. And so it's really important to wrap your head around it, and to have some, to have an understanding of what it is you're involved in. Now, when we do talk about the entire ecosystem, what the project is all about, and just in general about where this is going, right? This is a huge thing happening, right? So the Transient third DApp is going live in March. In this DApp, you'll be able to predict results from esports tournaments, and Transient brings now its first event to get ready for when this goes live. Now, they've partnered up with Bybit on this. This is massive. Like, this is huge. So it's important to be ready for when this goes live in March. It's about, this kind of thing, right? Having this particular ecosystem where, I'm going to show you where the tournament page and what that looks like, right? And on the social media channels, you can click on all these links as well. But there's going to be $18,000 USD of prize money, 250 teams participating, and the airdrop of 15,000 USD in TSCT tokens on Glim. So this is going to be massive. Again, you have to have the token in order to be eligible for all these things. But when we look at, how the tournament page is and what that's going to look like when it does go live, of course it's not live yet, but all these things are important for you to research and understand about the overall ecosystem and how this is all going to work and essentially, right, be a part of it. Now, when it comes to the airdrop, if you complete the tasks, that are provided in this particular form of submission, then you are eligible for a potential of the airdrop prize money. And again, we're talking big, right? So the airdrop is going to be really, 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 really big. So the airdrop in preparation for the terrorist tournament on the 2nd, 16, 2022. The airdrop will take place in 5 consecutive months from February to June, and the winners will not be able to sell their tokens during this period under penalty of being excluded of the remaining airdrops. So there are some terms and conditions around the airdrops, right? But it's important to wrap your head around it, and already 426 tickets, 15 days remaining on this. So again, it's really, really, really important that you do your own research and get an understanding of what that looks like and what that works. Now, when we talk about that, that's from a third DApp point of view when it comes to Transient. Now, from a second DApp point of view, we talk about CryptoPool. Now, CryptoPools with Transient are really, really interesting. So when you jump on here, and I'll give you my link as well, that you can jump on it as well, it will ask you to connect your MetaMask. So give me a moment, and I'm just going to connect my MetaMask, and then I'm going to show you. Now, with the pool, with Transient, and how this works, is the ability for users to create their own pools for crypto price predictions and share in the winnings. So with creators being rewarded for their contributions, without any coding, you're able to create a pool and try to predict a certain coin price at some point in time. So, for example, what would the price of XRP be by this particular date? That is something that we can create together. Now, if you look over here, this is the Crypto Serpent XRP pool. Now, what it is you've got 63 predictions placed. You got all the tokens that are available for this particular one. You've got all the addresses and all that. Are you able to correctly predict the price of XRP Ripple on this Crypto Serpent pool? Guess it right and share the rewards. So you can see here, you can see the time of price check when it happened, maximum amount of entrants allowed, minimum amount of entrants allowed, 17 winners, right? And the final price prediction, the winner of this one was 74 cents 495. That was the closest one. And on the right hand side, you can see here all the ones that participated and what their predictions were and who ended up being the winner. Now, transaction fee 50 TSCTs is available as well. Now, you can create your own things with this, right? So you could come in here, create it, share it to your community and be like, right, ETH by this date, what's it going to be? And then you can do that so easily, right? So you click on create new pool. You can go standard, community, guaranteed price, free price. And remember, you're going to have the token in order to be able to do this. But it's so easy and interactive that you can do this. So overall, what are the key things here for you to take away? The tournament and the airdrop and the crypto pools are fantastic. In my opinion, again, it's not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, but I think what they're up to and what they're going to continue to deliver long term is really, really exciting. So to get involved with the tournament and the airdrop, and you gotta have the token, right? So make sure that you do your research and understand it so that you can see the value in what it is that you're getting. But these things are going to take off, in my opinion, based on the research that I've done. Again, with PancakeSwap or Uniswap, up to you. But it is needed to interact with the crypto pools. So that's why the token, I believe, longevity of the token is really, really exciting. I believe the tournament itself is going to be massive. And that's why making sure that you are on the social media accounts, staying up to date and participating in that is really, really important from that perspective. But overall, Transient and where they're going and wanting to become the Amazon of the smart contracts world, I think this has got really, really big potential long term. Now, I am going to add a couple of links to this particular video. And one of them in particular is also the how you can learn more about the crypto pools and creating price predictions. And this is a step-by-step guide to help you create and join pools. It's a 5-minute read, very simple. I went through it so that I could understand it, so that I can, wrap my head around how it works and how this entire ecosystem works. So for me, I think it's valuable to take the time to read this and get an understanding about from standard pools to community pools to guaranteed price pools to free price pools. But I think it's exciting and very relevant at the moment where we're at, that something like this has come out, I believe it's going to have real legs, in the months and years to come. So for me, I find it very, very exciting, very, very fascinating. Now, to wrap up today's video, I'm going to show you a brand new pool that has been made for the Crypto Serpent community for XRP. So when you go into the pools, right, and you can see that there are all different types of pools that are available, and you can see the ones that are in progress, the ones that are finished, but you can get basically an understanding, an idea of which ones are around. There were ones about predicting around FTM, ADA, and the list goes on and on about DOT. But when it comes to the XRP one for the Crypto Serpent, right, when you are on the app, you can go here, you can see how long is left on it. You can click on the little arrow, get into it. Once you're in, you can see that it's a live one. You can see how much time is remaining on it. 2 predictions have been placed at the time of making this video. Guaranteed price pool. You can see where the token address and everything is, how many entrants, how many minimum entrants. And so basically, what will the price of XRP be 42 hours and 35 minutes time from right now? And if you get it right, then you'll go into, you'll win the pool. And so basically what you do is you can say less than equal of 75 cents, 75 to 80, 80 to 84, 84 to 90, 90 to 95, or greater than 95 cents. So you pick which one you want, you click on approve spend limit, and then away you go. And that is essentially how you can be involved in the pool. So who's going to get it right? How close are we going to get in the next couple of days when it comes to predictions? And who will be the ones that get the closest to the exact number that the price will be in a couple of days time? But I really, really hope that you enjoyed today's video. And if you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thank you. And I look forward to see you on the next one.